From border wars,
Ball's going to be called. Touchdown, Christians.
to in-county clashes.
Y'all gonna let these guys stay with y'all and stay with y'all, man.
The Friday Night Blitz has it all. Week 3 of the regular season has arrived.
Don't be late, y'all boys. Don't be late.
And with it, another Friday full of great matchups. So strap in and get ready to blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
The Englewood Rams have a new field to call home. Head coach Kevin Johnson cutting the ribbon on the new turf field that has undergone a complete makeover over at Englewood High School.
That is a really cool thing, and it's happening all around Duval County, and it's not just a football thing, by the way. Several sports on campus be able to use it, and, well, maintenance just got a little bit easier for a lot of the folks at Englewood High School. We've seen it at Riverside as well in the backyard, and more to come throughout Duval County in the upcoming years. A cool stuff, a cool scene over at Englewood. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Brent Martineau along with Stuart Weber, and we got ourselves some fall football tonight.
Yeah, there's games all over the place this week. There was one on Tuesday, there's games on Thursday, Saturday, but still a great slate of games to get to here on a Friday night, and we get it started right back where we just started the show at Englewood.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Taking on the Ed White Commanders, ready to let the dogs out against Englewood, hoping to give the Rams their first loss of the season. First highlight of the game goes to the defense of Ed White. Commanders sacking the quarterback. Ball comes loose. Isaiah Brundage with the fumble recovery. Rumbles inside the 10-yard line. Inside, here we go. Early second quarter. We've got our first points on the board. Took a whole quarter. Tony Williams plows into the end zone, and Ed White goes ahead 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. 3 minutes into the third quarter now, so low scoring to start, but Jalen Petway delivers a 50-yard beauty to Nick Roberson into the end zone. Another 2-point conversion, 16-0. Rams make their way down the field. They finally get on the scoreboard into the end zone of their new field for the first time. Anthony Brown along the left edge and in. They were down 16-6, 3:53 to go in the third. And White back again. They extend their lead, and they would stay in the lead the rest of the way, winning it 36-14. Here is Marcel Robinson with the victorious Ed White, Coach Johnson, after the game.
I'm here with head coach Lawrence Johnson. Coach, I mean, 36-14, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously, you know, Englewood getting that last touchdown kind of near the end of the game, but you got to love what you saw on all ends of the field today.
Yeah, we got out to a slow start. We made a few adjustments in the second half, and we came out firing on all cylinders on offense. We still got a lot of stuff we got to clean up, like, again, starting off a little bit faster, but overall, it's a good team win against a good football team and a well-coached football team.
One of the things I noticed was the versatility of your offense. You guys came out, you know, running the ball, then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you just start throwing the ball all around the yard. You know, what does that say for your team to be able to sort of maybe flip the script a little bit and adapt to, you know, what they're seeing on defense?
Well, you got to be balanced anytime you're going to play at a high level. So good teams are going to be able to stop something, so you got to be able to change and shift gears and sometimes complete passes. Sometimes that means you got to run the ball. But whatever it takes to have good offense, that's what we want to do and what we strive to do.
Well, one thing we learned is that Ed White is definitely a team to be reckoned with here in the city. That's head coach Lawrence Johnson. Ed White, victorious here tonight against Englewood, 36-14. Let's toss it back to you guys.
Well, here we go. Next stop for us, week 4 of this football season. A team or two teams that will be ready to go because they're both off tonight. In fact, Oakleaf hasn't played in a couple weeks. So Fleming Island, Oakleaf, that is a heck of a rivalry and a big one on September 15th in our Friday Night Blitz. Jaguars prep. Whataburger, game of the week. Big one at Bartram Trail. Defending state champs Mainland in town. And tie game when Lathan Biddle does Lathan Biddle things. Here he is, running the rock, shaking a tackle, and finding a lot of space. Goes in for 6, 14-7. Bartram Trail was in the lead. Move ahead, and we're all tied up at 14 until Biddle does it again. This one, a 64-yard scamper. You know, the story
They've got
is,
a secondary, right?
Yeah, Riley Trujillo is out. Jaden Weatherly is the quarterback. So all this stuff helps the young quarterback while Trujillo is sidelined. No slight to the youngster Weatherly, though, filling in nicely and connecting with Joey Davoli. Davoli's off to a heck of a start. He's got a couple of touchdowns. Big catch there. That led to a field goal. 24-14. Bartram had it, but Mainland comes back and gets it. 28-24. The visitors win.
Let's head over to Riverside High. 2-0 Generals, 2-0 Mandarin Mustangs. Opening drive of this one, and Riverside striking fast. Quarterback Glenn Foreman III to a wide open Miles Kendrick coming right to your camera for 6. Next drive, and it's an answer from Mandarin. The running back, Tiant Weich, takes the handoff, comes to the near side, slips a tackle there, gets the rock over the goal line, and that would tie it up. Weich would have a couple more in this one. How about a nice coordinated celebration there with the Alabama commit, Jamie French. Speaking of which, French, only a matter of time before he'd get into the end zone. Quarterback Tremel Jones, beautiful shot over the shoulder there. French secures it, goes galloping into the end zone, into the sunlight he goes. Riverside didn't allow a single point in their first 2 games. Well, the Mustangs are a different breed tonight. Mandarin takes it 50-20.
All right, gentlemen, the coin is in the air. And it is a tails, and you won the toss.
Another Gateway Conference battle, this one at the Graveyard. Reigns hosting Sandalwood. Vikings picked up a win in their opener. They start fast tonight as well. Tyron Randolph zipping a pass to Zion Butler. Home team goes ahead. First play of the second quarter now. Still 7-0. Here comes Ichiban, number 1. This time, Randolph keeps it himself, walks it in for 6. 14-0 at that point. Sandalwood couldn't move the ball on offense, but the D trying to keep him in it. Cameron Mills into the backfield for a big stop there, but those 14 points would be enough. Reigns gets it done 26-7.
Well, it's a wonderful night for football by the beach. Dance team ready to go. Cheerleaders ready to go. Fans ready to go. Band ready to go. Marcellus Tate not ready to go. He's in a boot. USF commit out for a bit. One of a couple of quarterbacks in the area banged up. Fletcher drives all the way down the field in the first drive, but on 4th down, they get stymied and stuffed by the Jackson Tigers. The 8-minute drive goes for naught. Defensive struggle big time. Owen Manuel for Fletcher with the sack. Got him. Goes by the Joker. I like that nickname. Late in the half, Jackson trying to make something happen.
With Djokovic, and
it's not a bad time to be a Joker.
Yeah.
MVP of the NBA most every year. Picked off by Winston Harris.
Good tennis player, too.
Listen, it's a tough night for me at the beach.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Well, we got some plays in there anyway. 1 score in the second half, 7-0. Fletcher wins it.
With 2:50 to go in the first half.
Well, how about the fans over at Orange Park High School wearing their orange, which seems about right?
It's construction night every night at Orange Park.
It really is. How about that? Orange Park Raiders and the Clay Blue Devils putting on a show this evening. I say 83 combined points. Let me tell you, what a show. Late in the second, OP's Gabe Taylor throws a high one to William Ryder Fulmer. Too high. Waiting patiently at the goal line. It wasn't.
Gabe was a nominee for our Player of the Week last week.
Touchdown Raiders there, third quarter. Taylor, short pass to Joshua Johnson. He goes to the far end and in for another Orange Park score. Gets a pop at the end. Love a rivalry game. Following kickoff, Clay's Antonio Thomas receives the kickoff. And here he comes, going through the seams, finding some space. Lots of contact, but no tackle. Is he going to take it to the house? No, finally taken out of bounds. Inside the 5, Merrick Raposa gets the rest with the keeper. How about it? 42-41. Clay gets the victory on the road.
That was like a last-minute field goal, by the way, to win it, to come back and get it done. Middleburg hosting a real good Bradford team tonight. Tornadoes first. Brandon Williams. He's going to keep it 6 yards out, and Bradford is out in front. Visitors would strike again. This time, Dejan Shanks keeps it for another Tornado touchdown. It's 12-0. Broncos would answer, and it's not an easy thing to do against the Tornadoes. Carson Stewart drops back, short pass to Travis McStevenson. Fumbles the ball, but bounces right back up to him. And he's right near the goal line. Kendrick O'Neal would finish the drive. Broncos' first touchdown. Broncos' only touchdown. Bradford gets it done 32-7.
Let's jump on over to St. Johns County. First ever meeting for Beachside and Menendez. Barracudas, of course, the new kids on the block, but showing they can play early. Cade Gines, opening touchdown of the game. Then defense comes to play for Beachside. Will Dudley a takeaway as he leaps high and gets the interception. Let's complete the trifecta, shall we? Special teams. Punter can't handle this. And it's Makai Mitchell for Beachside, who knocks it away and then falls on it for the Cudas touchdown. I feel bad because the Menendez coach, you can hear him yelling timeout the entire time this play's happening on our camera. They never called timeout, and you saw what happened. Beachside, impressive win, 38-7, your final.
Okay, Gator! 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 Gator!
So neither of these teams are the Gators.
Yeah, do Gator plays work these days?
TOCOI Creek and Bishop Kenny in action. Maybe they're excited for the Nice State game tomorrow. All tied up at 13 at the half, third quarter. Crusaders make a play. Jonah Kaliva-Yalil with the interception. BK turns that into 3 points. Same score as we head to the fourth. Vincent Galella capping a Toros march down the field. He'll find pay dirt. TOCOI Creek looked primed to steal the win, but after having a punt return touchdown called back, Crusaders' James Research sends one to Reagan Johnson. That's a 62-yarder for the win. Defense does the rest, closing out a 23-20 win.
That's good stuff. In fact, we had that live on our Blitz scoreboard show at 9 o'clock each and every Friday night with Kevin Sullivan, the Hall of Fame coach, up in the Action Sports Jacks ESPN 690 studios. And we got to show you the end of the Clay Orange Park game, the end of the Bishop Kenny TOCOI Creek game, the end of the Bartram Trail game live. That's what that show's all about. Check it out each and every Friday on our social media channels. Best way to do it, YouTube. Subscribe to our Action Sports Jacks channel.
All right, we got more highlights to come. A lot more games, in fact, so we're going to go quickly here. And Trinity Christian honors a former coach. All of that is coming up next.
And I'm going to say hey to that legendary coach, Daryl Sutherland, back at Bartram Trail tonight and recognized the only coach in the history of the program until this year. Heck of a career for Daryl Sutherland.
We are the Englewood Rams, and this is the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Been needed. It's needed in a lot of areas. So we as Ram Pride family, we're just happy that we was one of the beneficiaries of it.
Good to see the former Jaguar and Englewood grad Rashean Mathis, the great, back where it all began. A tough night on the field for the Rams, but a great night nonetheless for the community.
The Coach of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
And there is Lawrence Johnson from Ed White. The Commanders getting that well-deserved check as they win Coach of the Week, winning our Game of the Week. And I love the celebration. Get in there, have some fun, boys. And that money will be well used for the athletic department over at Ed White.
Yeah, one of the big things we've done, our partnership with Whataburger and Jaguars Prep, and a lot of fun to see the celebrations out there. And you said it best. Everybody a winner tonight at Englewood High School, because that's a special night. See the alums like Rashean come back. Daniel Murphy was back as well. And then that brand new field looks absolutely beautiful. Welcome back, everybody, to the Friday Night Blitz. Brent Martineau, Stuart Weber, and let's keep it rolling. A little Battle of the Sunsets action at Trinity Christian. Plenty of that tonight on a gorgeous evening. Conquerors hosting NFEI. First quarter, Trinity up 9-0. Colin Hurley drops back, and it's a dime to my guy, Kyle Boylston, to jump and catch in the end zone. He is a good baseball player. He is a good football player. He's going to FAU. Second quarter now, Hurley airs it from beyond midfield, and Jake Jones. That was a beautiful toss. Cross the paint, Conquerors extend the lead. Same score, Hurley to London Smith. Sharing the rock, 73 yards to the house, and plowing
Takes a
through
hit, keeps
everybody
going,
to get there. There's the physicality of Trinity Christian that everybody knows. 43-0 blowout win for the Conquerors.
One more time, fellas. Clap it up for the Green. Let's go.
Big part of tonight's game as well was a ceremony for Coach Willie Green, former coach, spent 17 years with the program, passed away this offseason, naming the weight room after him and really getting his family together, showing them how much they love them. And a big part of the Trinity Christian family, Coach Willie Green honored tonight over there by the Conquerors.
It means so much to the players, so much to the community, everybody on the west side, not just football related as well. So a tremendous night to honor Coach Green. Let's get to some more action. Wildcat country packed out at Camden County, playing host to New Hampstead. Early in the second quarter, Wildcats leading 17-7. Antonio Laws takes the rock, powers his way through, got to the goal line. He's in there, 24-7 over Hampstead. After a turnover on downs, Camden County got it back, and Parks Riendo fakes the handoff, connects with Jamarley Riddle. Oh, wow, he's open. That would be a walk-in touchdown. 30-7, extra point wasn't good, but the route was on. There's 2 minutes to go in the half. Camden County at the goal line again. Jaden Daly gets in.
He's in
for
there
another
somewhere.
Score.
There he is.
There he is. Camden County's lead moves up to 37-7, and they roll tonight. 51-7 was the final up in Georgia.
And speaking of Georgia, the stadium up in Brunswick getting a workout this week. 7 games in 3 days, including a triple header tomorrow. West Nassau facing McIntosh. That'll kick off day 3 of the Border Wars, brought to you by Baker Sports, followed by Creekside and Richmond Hill. Then in the finale, this is a good one right here, St. Augustine and Brunswick. Really good game, 7:30 on Saturday night.
Take the over. A rooftop view for the coordinators over at Baldwin High School as the Indians host the Pirates. All the scoring happened in the first quarter. Hey, we got them all.
Yeah.
Somebody had a good night. Quarterback Malik Morrison hands it off to running back Christian Velvet for the rushing touchdown. Indians strike first down. 5 minutes later, another rushing touchdown for Baldwin. This time it's Nashawn Jacobs, and home team walks into a 14-0 lead. Pirates now at the 5-yard line. Brody Clemens handing it to Tyon J. Brown, who pounds his way across the goal line. He gets in there, but in the end, that would be the last score. We showed you all of it. Yeah. We said 14-6. Baldwin hangs on to beat Fernandina Beach. Hey, look at this scene right here.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That is football in Florida in September. That looks good. That was my best stuff of the night right there, hosting Wolfson. And Samuel Haywood, he had some good stuff. That's a run-stuffing play for Providence. Defense really winning the night for the Stallions. This is the third quarter action. And speaking of defense, look at Keegan McLean. He got a little help there, but he came in and cleaned it up on the toss.
Knew it was coming.
Yeah, that was a little bit of you. Yep. You didn't write that one.
I didn't.
I just said it.
Mason
Williams, he's rolling, buying some time. Nice catch by Alex Wright. Picks it off the turf. Good throw by Williams right over a defender. And eventually they would kick a field goal.
Hey,
this is how good a night I had.
Field goal?
I'm showing field goals. It's a rule. I don't show field goals. We're still waiting on a final score, but at the time it was 17-0 Providence, so we're comfortable that the Stallions ended up winning.
All right, let's go over to a battle between 2-0 teams. Impact Christian visiting Eaglesview, picking this one up in the second half. Eaglesview up 18-0. They had a great first 2 quarters. Impact Christian, though, gives it to Elijah Caldwell, spins out of a tackle, takes it the rest of the way to get Impact on the board. Lions next drive, rolling the dice on 4th down. Coach Bobby Ramsey says, let's do it. But it didn't work. Dominic Sportsman with a sportsman-like play there, forcing the turnover on downs. Eaglesview with an answer. Leonard Holton, nice game on the ground for him. But the Eagles struggled in the second half. The Warriors did, rather. Impact coming from down 18-0. They win 40-24. So Coach Ramsey's club with a big win tonight.
Beautiful night under the lights in Yulee as the Hornets take on Zarephath. Early first quarter we go. The Hornets block the Eagles' punt, and Rylan Hale is all over it for the Hornets. He's usually everywhere for Yulee.
Made the Action Sports Jacks top 25 team last year.
Tiante Artes-Croxton takes the handoff, flips his way into the end zone. Like it. Style points at the end, but it still counts for 6. And then it was even called back. So it didn't count for 6.
Just style points, I guess.
Penalty,
no actual points.
Under pressure, sends one to DJ Mason in the end zone. Hauls it in despite the pass interference from the Eagles defense, making it 7-0 Hornets. And in the end, Yulee stings the Eagles 48-21.
The Player of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Took a come-from-behind effort for the Matanzas Pirates to earn a win last Friday night, and a big part of it, our latest Player of the Week, Jordan Mills. Let's bring in Action Sports Jack's Olivia Tasley for more on Mills and his performance a week ago.
I'm going to paint you a picture. Your team is nearing the end of the first quarter, and one of your best players on the team gets hurt, a dislocated shoulder, the same shoulder he had surgery on 7 months ago. You don't feel good. But then the moment that player runs back onto the field in the 4th quarter. Matanzas High School had that moment happen when Jordan Mills got back into last week's game against the Toy Creek Toros. It was after that moment the comeback happened. The defensive back picked up a fumble with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, and he sprinted his way 15 yards down the field for the scoop and score. Fast forward to less than a minute on the game clock, Mills makes the interception to seal the Pirates' victory 20-14. The senior, who missed the final 3 games of his junior year, told the media that there was no way he was going to let his team down again. And while he could barely lift his right arm, he said he had to get his team back in the game. And that he did. Matanzas improved to 2-0 in week 2 for the first time since 2016. In the studio, I'm Olivia Tasley, Action Sports Jacks.
We'll post the 4 latest candidates on the Friday Night Blitz page, actionnewsjacks.com. Then you vote until Monday at midnight. So it starts tomorrow morning at 10. Get us the nominees tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then vote until midnight on actionnewsjacks.com.
We mentioned the border wars a little earlier. University Christian kicking things off with a late game surge against Charlton County. UC only led by 2 in the third, but turned it on late. They get a victory 40-13. UC now 2-1 on the year. And in the nightcap, Baker County Wildcats with a valiant comeback attempt, but GLYNN Academy able to hold on their home field. And it was this trick play coming up here that proved to be the difference. Tyree Chisholm, there he is, the receiver, finds David Prince for the eventual game-winning score. Wow. Red Terrors get the win 27-20.
That was actually defended very well.
It was,
but well executed, too. More to come on the Blitz, including the play of the day. That is next here on a Friday night. We'll show you the latest action when we come back.
We're the Ed White Commanders, and you're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
All right, play of the week. We showed it to you. Colin Hurley, Trinity Christian to London Smith. And, hey, this part's easy, but watch this part. Not so easy. Ooh. Boom. And then 3 of you can't get me down.
Got to wrap up, boys.
Trinity Christian wins it. Another Blitz coming up in a bit.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it. On Friday nights, the hits keep coming.
You go right, I go left. Put it work, trip and sweat, ain't even halftime yet.
The passion contagious.
Check the score, yeah, we did them. They ain't even know it.
The highlights explosive.
They wanna get like me, you better turn this thing up a couple hundred.
Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.